Hello, and welcome back to Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game. Last episode, we thoroughly crushed Mad Bomber Blade on challenge mode, as you do, and this episode, it is not going to be so easy. We're gonna fight, essentially, the final boss of Sentinels, because it's time for Cosmic Omnitron. Cosmic Omnitron on challenge mode has Cosmic Overdrive. The value of H is doubled in this game. Allow me to read that again. The value of H is doubled in this game. H meaning the amount of heroes that we have on board. Let me remind you, at the start of the villain turn, if there are no components... at the start of the game, cards are revealed from the top of the villain deck until H-2 components are revealed and put into play. H times 2 is 8. Minus 2 is 6. He starts the game with 6 components in play. And it just gets crazier from there. Cosmic Omnitron on challenge mode is 100% the hardest villain to beat in the core set, and I am actually of the opinion that he's still one of the hardest villains to beat with all of the different sets combined, minus perhaps maybe the final scenario, but that's like a different thing. This is not very balanced. This, I think, was their first attempt to try and make something really scary, and they let things get a little out of control. And because of that, I am going to be using heroes from other sets. So if you do not want to be spoiled for future sets, here's your warning now. I'm going to be playing cards from Shattered Timelines and from... from Wrath of the Cosmos. The Wrath of the Cosmos one is not particularly spoilery. I'm going to be using a variant of a hero that doesn't really give all that much away. But the hero that I'm using from Shattered Timelines is a tremendous spoiler if you care about character lore, especially villain lore. So if you would rather not be spoiled, hopefully I'll see you when you've played the game the way you want, or watched it, or whatever you want to do. But if you don't care, then let's continue on. You have been warned. Let's get Shattered Timelines, and I don't need to turn on Wrath of the Cosmos because the variant is already here. Actually, no, I'm not even going to be using that variant. I'm actually thinking of something else. So I'm only going to be using Shattered Timelines. Alright, we are going in with Legacy, Tempest, Omnitron 10, and Ra. And, I think maybe we are going to be using Wrath of the Cosmos for an environment. No. Where is it? Is it Vengeance? It is. We're going to be going to Mobile Defense Platform, purely because I need an environment that's easy and is just going to stay out of our way. I am going to be using what is technically Cheese Tech, but because of the situation we find ourselves in, it's not even going to be all that cheesy. We're going to need to try and do it to survive. Cosmic Omnitron on challenge mode, and consequently ultimate mode, has the distinction of being able to wipe your entire team out turn 1 before you get to play anything. Granted, it requires some very specific scenarios, and it's very, very unlikely to happen, but he can. Just so you know. Alright, here we go. Disintegration Ray. That thing. Another Disintegration Ray. That thing again. Interpolation Beam. Interpolation Beam. This is where things get really scary. Let's remind you what this stuff does. First of all, this is all coming out at the start. These things go off at the start. At the start of the villain turn, Omnitron deals the 2 hero targets with the highest HP, H, projectile damage. Remember, H is doubled. We're taking 9 damage. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Ow. Ow. You can already see how terrifying this is. I'm scared. I'm gonna tell you right now, we are probably gonna lose at least once, maybe twice or 3 times or 4 times until we can actually get the optimal setup that we're looking for here. I will let you watch me lose 1 time, and then I'm just gonna cut to when it actually happens, and I'll let you know how many attempts it took. I could be here for a while. We do not have the cards in hand that we need. Oh my god. We need to try and do as much damage to Omnitron as we can so we can get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, I am actually gonna draw. I'm looking for takedown for what it's worth. I'm looking for takedown, return from the deep. In fact, I need 2 return from the deeps. There was a time where I replaced Ra with Freedom 5 Wraith because her card draw is insanity, but she can't survive. That's the problem. She's too squishy. Not enough HP. That should get rid of all the components. Okay, now we just have the bots to deal with. Oh my god, I hate this. There's difficult and then there's not fun. That's the thing. Cosmic Omnitron on challenge mode is not fun. Guess we could use Rocket Punch. We don't have any of the cards in here that I really like. I mean, I guess it's passive damage. Anybody get... I mean, I might as well do it for myself. Omnitron 10 is really, really good. He's actually one of my favorite heroes. Like, ever. But we don't have time to worry about that right now. Okay. Let's just do what we can to survive. This is one of those times where where Omnitron having tons of health is not exactly something that I like. Alright, so we're taking some minor damage. That's not the end of the world. Bots. Ooh, well, that's good to get out of the way early, honestly. We have another staff, and I didn't really care about that plating. I got it for free. Ow. Oh my god. I just want to refamiliarize myself with his mechanics a little bit. So he's playing extra cards. If there's no components, he flips. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just doing a little reading for me. Yeah, because once he flips, he's going to start dealing crazy damage. Alright, it is what it is. Let's stop complaining about it and actually do it. Alright, I'm just gonna try to focus and do what I can here. I've tried other strategies. I've tried just getting big damage dealers out there and out damaging him. I haven't had a lot of luck with that. He usually wins that damage race, unfortunately. This was a strategy that I read about online. It was recommended for specifically this fight scenario, and it's the only thing I've had any success with. So, let's just see what we can do. That's nice, I guess. It's nice that we get a little bit of a break, but he's gonna flip next turn, and then he's going to start dealing us crazy amounts of damage each turn, and we just gotta hope that we can take it. This is why Wraith didn't make it into my again. This is why Wraith didn't make it into my final team. She just doesn't have the health. Oh. I'm pretty sure we're doomed. We didn't get the setup we needed, and that's just the end. I know technically it's not over till it's over, but it's over. I will let you watch me lose so you can see what happens, because I haven't actually showed off a game over screen yet. But it's over. Might as well see if we can even get part of the setup. God, there's no use even drawing this out. I should just give up now. But like I said, I will show off the game over screen if nothing else. He just does so much damage on this side. And it's not like you can even control what you destroy and what you don't. You just have to destroy all the components. God, we're dropping like flies one by one. Well, I can't be too disappointed. I knew this was going to happen. Alright. Maybe one day I'll explain all the art. And what it all means. Well, we're not going out without a fight. As long as I'm still standing, I'm still gonna do some damage to him. One last little bolt of fire. Just to show him what we think of him. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut after the loss. And then I'll cut us back in when I have a game that starts with at least one or two pieces of the combo that I need in hand. I will say, the game over screens are really cool in this game because each villain has their own theme song, and the only way to listen to it is if you lose. It's not the only way. You can go into the Multiverse section and read all their bios and stuff and hear the music there, but they bothered composing theme songs for all the villains. And it's really kind of a shame that you only get to hear them when they win, because usually they don't. But either way, I'm gonna leave you guys there. I'll bring us back when the tables are a little bit more in our favor. In fact, I think I'm actually just gonna bring you guys back in for the game that I win. So that's a lot of annoyance on my part, but you guys aren't gonna have to deal with it. I'll let you know how many attempts it took. Okay, here's attempt 2. I've spent a significant amount of time just restarting, trying to get cards in hand. I figured it would actually overall take less time if I try to start with a good setup instead of just like taking one card or two cards and then playing through the games. So we have 2 takedowns and 1 return from the deep. We need 2 returns from the deep, but we have 2 takedowns, so that does buy us a little bit of time. I actually forgot a big part of this strategy, and that is that specifically the reason we're using Omnitron 10 instead of anybody else to get people to play cards is because he has components, and as long as components are out, Omnitron's not going to flip. That's like a major piece of the puzzle that I didn't explain. So let's just see what happens. I'm pretty sure Omnitron has at least 6 components, so he is just going to play all of them. Ow. Oh no! Okay. After a lot of resetting to try and get at least somewhat of an advantage in terms of cards in hand, and also 1 attempt that I gave up on very quickly because the first card he played was an Electropulse explosive and I couldn't deal with it. Let's try again. We have 1 takedown in hand, as well as 1 return from the deep and an aquatic, what's this called? Aquatic correspondence. So let's see if we can get Tempest to draw a 2nd return from the deep. Here we go. He has exactly 6 components, so he is going to play all of them. Let's just take the damage and cry a little bit. Alright. Oh no! Oh no, that's one of the ways he can actually wipe you out first turn. If he'd played 2 of those, we would have all just died. Alright, we've got setup. We've got takedown, and both return to the deeps. There's a very important piece to this puzzle that I actually forgot to explain. Omnitron 10 has components, and we have one in hand. As long as we have one component out, Cosmic Omnitron is not going to flip to his side where he's dealing 9 damage to everyone every turn. So we've effectively got him, maybe not shut down, but doing not insane, we're going to die immediately damage. Now, if he starts the game with an Electropulse explosive, we're in big trouble. Let's see what happens. He has exactly 6 components, so they're all coming out now. Oh boy. We're dead. That's it. That's okay. Relax. Maybe that's not. That's it. That's just it. We can't survive that. We're done. Darn it. Alright, we're back to the point where we have a takedown and a return from the deep. It's not exactly what I want, but let's just see what we can do. Boy, how many times is he gonna make me go through this? Many is the answer. Okay. Okay. That is not great, but it could be worse. God, he just has a ton of very, very high damage dealing cards. Alright, let's see if we can get that second return from the deep. We've got a good start. We are going to get rid of all of his components right off the bat. It's always good when that happens. And we are going to get rid of one of those bots as well. So all things considered, it's a strong start, but as you've already seen, things can go south in an instant with this guy. Okay. There's our component. I am actually gonna keep using my power on myself to see if I can get as many, like, backup components as possible. God, nothing to do. Honestly, just gonna do this because I can. This isn't good. Okay, that's fine. Not good. Oh boy. Here we are again, in a situation where if we can't get a component with Omnitron, we just die. What a lovely place to be. Gotta hate that. Alright. Do we win or do we lose? Game over. This one's gonna be a little bit risky. We have a takedown. We have no return from the deeps, but we do have an aquatic correspondence, and we have a way to get a backup component. So let's see if we can do any better here. Boy, I'm sorry to make you watch the same thing over and over again, but that's what fighting this guy is like. That's just what you have to go. Oh, God. Honestly, that's probably game. Okay. Here we are. Alright, here we are. Okay. Alright, we survived the first turn. We have 1 takedown, no return from the deep, but we have an aquatic correspondence. So, let's see what we can do. Actually, no, I take that back. No. I'm gonna do the damage because I want the interpolation beams, I want everything gone. So that way we can use aquatic correspondence next turn with Tempest. Because Tempest can't do a lot of damage right now. We have a flash flood, which is always nice. Put that in play. No. Come on, Tempest. I'll take it, I guess. Alright, we're still surviving. Ugh. Oh god, I hate this guy so much. I want the card draw. Play Blazing Tornado next turn. I'd like a Fire Blast is nice. I would like a staff. Turbo Lift again? Isn't this guy deck kind of scary? Oh, no, it's fine. Terraformed it away anyway. Ugh. Not good. See, this is why we need to cycle the takedown, because every card he can play is just so threatening. Alright, moment of truth. No. Yes. Okay. It's not great, but we're almost there. In fact, we're so almost there that if we survive the next turn, I might just play the takedown. Nope, 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 misclick. That was supposed to be Tempest. Yes! Yes! Put it in play. What do we want? We want that. Now, we just need to survive one more round, which is a big if. We may or may not actually be able to do it. Okay. That's fine, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we have an answer for that. No, we don't. We can stall, but it's too little too late. I think we're finished. Well, maybe not, because we have the takedown out. He's not going to replay that. Okay. We might be okay. Fire, lightning, and energy. That's nice. That's nice, actually. We're gonna take that. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. We can currently cycle that. Oh, shoot, but he's gonna get another. He's gonna get another turn because he's gonna play. Ugh, God, I hate this. Let's just see what happens. In play. Unfortunately, what we really needed was a second takedown. Let's just see if we can make this happen. Oh boy, oh boy. That's not good. There goes takedown. Yeah, we needed 2 of them. Shoot. That was a bit of a miscalculation on my part. Alright. Let's just see what happens. No. This is why we have Omnitron. Okay, alright. So that goes... Okay, I remember now. That goes on top. And then that goes on top. And then, believe it or not, I actually want that to go on top so we can keep getting big damage. And then I don't care for Omnitron. Alright, I remember how this works now. This still kind of sucks, because if the environment does anything bad, we could still die. But we're just going to do the best that we can to hang in for as long as we can. Alright. God, can Omnitron actually do some damage, please? You can draw, you can play. Let's do that. Draw. That's not damage. None of this is damage. Do it again. That's damage. Excellent. Okay, alright. Now we just have to hope that Legacy can take the damage. For enough turns for us to just wipe this guy out. Oh boy, if we ever had a chance of doing this, it's right now. Alright, let's go. Let's go. We have as many turns as it takes for Legacy to die to the takedown damage. So far, the environment's doing pretty okay. Ooh, did we... I think... Oh, we're not taking the takedown damage because we're not playing it on his turn. Excellent. Okay, I think we're going to be alright now. I really, really do. Alright, now we just have to finish this up. Return from the deep. Legacy, put that back on top. Put that back on top. Alright. Yeah, I think we're okay. The reason I picked this environment is because there's really not all that much it can do to screw us up, to be totally honest. It can, I mean, all environments can get a little bit messy, but this is definitely, I would say, like, the least, one of the least messy things, one of the least messy environments that there are. I was also considering Freedom Tower. There's like 1 or 2 cards in there that can actually get a little bit more out of hand than I would have liked, which is why I didn't go for that one. I'm pretty sure we win at this point. It took a lot of setup to get here, a lot of which was off-screen time. It was completely obnoxious. What is this? Discard a plating card. Well, it's a power. Destroy any number of component card. No. I mean, I guess I'll play it. Why not? Oh, because I get to use another power. That's right. Sure. That's a weird card. I'm not going to get into how weird it is. It's very powerful, but you have to have a lot actually out and working for it to do its job. But we got to use it in that scenario. Again, apologies if you're not familiar with these cards, but I'm just not going to take the time to explain the stuff that hasn't actually been in the Let's Play. Another one. All right, I think we got him this turn. Yeah, I think we got him. Yeah, Tempest is gonna take him out with his power. Woof. Well, that sucked. And that's Cosmic Omnitron on Challenge. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do this again for Ultimate Mode. Alright, well, if you actually made it to the end of this, congratulations, thanks for sticking with it. And hopefully I'll see you next time for the beginning of Ultimate Mode, and also for something that's not this. Alright, bye-bye.